to my channel to another live video. Today we are going to talk about the sudden demise of Davido and Chioma's son. It is a sad thing, and there have been so many controversies online. A lot of people have been saying what they feel went wrong, what they think, and what they do. But there are certain comments online that I did not stand with. Because no matter what happened, these people they have lost their kid. It's not the first child for Davido, but it's the first child for Chioma. So this lady is going through a lot. So please be kind with the way you go about it. I've watched a couple of TikTok videos, people talking about how Chioma is responsible because she's like always chasing the video like a bodyguard instead of staying home and looking after her child. Listen, looking after a child, it's a full-time job. And before you come for me and start saying, no one asks her to have a child, you should be able to look after a child at all times, stop it. It's exhausting sometimes. No matter how much you love your kid, no matter how much you want to spend the rest of your life looking after and taking care of them, sometimes it's exhausting. We all need a little break sometimes. That is why we have nanny services. That is something I want to dissect into later. But let me just caution people, online that are trying to point fingers at this couple that are going through this rough part. No parent deserve to go through what they are going through right now. We all wish that one day our kids are going to bury us, not the other way around. For a parent to be alive after celebrating your child's 3rd year milestone, being all excited, and decide to step out for a public engagement or a family affair with trusted employee that you pay and take care of very well, and for you to come back home instead of to relax, look at your child, give them a kiss, ask them how their day was when you were away, you come home to rushing at the hospital, fighting to get that kid to come back to you. Chioma and Davido, they have lost their kid. Please be sympathetic. There is no benefit, like you're not going to gain anything from being all judgmental and start blaming this person and start blaming that person. It doesn't even make sense to me. This lady is going through a lot right now. If you don't have anything nice to say about them, just shut up. Then people are going about on the media talking about how you should have stayed home with a kid. I thought, but the guy that made that TikTok video, he knows exactly what he was doing. He turned his comment section off so that no one can leave a comment for him. He just made the video and go talking about you have a trail of baby mamas, that's your child. But what nonsense. The video has chosen Chioma to be his woman. Chioma was not blind. She's not a kid. She knows what she was going into. And she's ready. They went apart, come back together, and she's still there. She wants him. That is the man of her dreams. That is the man that she wants to spend the rest of her life with. And no matter how much she loved Davido, her kid is her #1 priority to every mother. Because it's a whole different feeling when you have a child of your own or adopted. Any child you get connected to, you will know that feeling. And now let's talk about the staff. Based on certain information that I've gathered, this nanny has only one job and one job alone, which is looking after this child. But for some reasons, she kind of missed the memo, and that child went from the big house to the compound to the pool area and drowned. How is that even possible? What was she doing, the nanny? And then they also have about a rough estimate of 8 staff at home. I know Davido is a kind of a nice person and free-spirited, loves to be around so many people, which is like, it's not so nice. In African standard, that is not so good. People will hurt you. They don't care how nice you are. If you don't protect yourself and your immediate people that are close to you, they are going to harm you. I don't see why you should hire 8 staff. I know you don't have that much of a job in his house to get cleaned or get cook or something like that. I know he was doing that just to help, these people, give them a job, something that they can look forward to at the ending of the month. It's just being a kind person. But in Africa, sometimes when people get a job just like that, they don't treasure it. And once the staffs, there are too many, they tend to become lazy. They're lazy around. They tend to forget the reason why they are there in the first place. 2, 3 staff, that is enough. Having 8, I know it's good to be kind, but sometimes being too kind is not too good for you. That nanny, what was she doing? That she allowed that kid to go close to that pool area and drown before they could even get there. And then this thing happened, I think some time ago, I think it's the bench. He also loses a child in the pool. Africans, Nigerians especially, because I'm from Sierra Leone, we don't have that much of pool stuff. People don't build houses and we put in pool because we have so many cases like this. But in Sierra Leone, most times it's like a kid fell into the water, or when they're trying to dig a borehole, then a kid will just drop. So people are very skeptical about having pool in their homes. They prefer using the outdoor pools. But if you have a pool in your home, like most Nigerian celebrities, they have pool in their home. There are this thing that they call pool cover or pool. If you go on the Amazon and type kid safety, you see a lot of things coming up under kid safety. Sometimes they have these fence-like glass walls. Sometimes they have this something like a mat like that they will just throw on top of the pool when it is not being used. They will cover it up. When they want to use it, then they roll it over. I think every celebrity in Nigeria needs to get that in because most of them have kids at home. I saw another video before this incident when Davido was in the water helping the boy out, to know how to swim. If you're a parent and you are not that much of a 24/7 parent, don't introduce your kids to think that they are going to go back on to try alone. Kids are very active, number one. Kids are very playful. They like to explore. So if you know you're not going to be around all the time, don't let your kid know about certain places, like showing them where the pool is. Don't do that. Because if you're not around, that kid, their minds, the minds of children is very inquisitive. They like to explore, they like to try new things. So if you know you're not going to be home at all the time, don't take your kid to the pool. Because when you take your kid to the pool, they will see that pool. This look nice. But once you are there, they will pretend as if they are scared of the water, or they are scared of that particular thing you're trying to introduce them to. By the time they know that mom is not around, dad is not around, no one is looking at me, they will go there to go try it out alone. So please, every home, if you want to have a pool, it's good, because if you want to have a swim, you don't have to go to the public pool or private pool to go pay and have, just refresh your body. You have it in your compound. But please include the child safety policies. Have a mat that you roll on top, something like, something that will just cover up the pool or the surrounding of the pool. They have this door or this little fence that they'll just put around the pool that is above the kids' height. Because we can't control our kids 24/7 of the day. No matter how a mother try, she cannot be able to do that. And if you are a nanny, you are being employed for a reason. Focus on the kid. There is time for you to play with your phone or do other extracurricular activities. That is when that kid is asleep. That is what you are paid for. You know what the job entails. You know what you are going there to do. Then what was she doing when that kid left her side, go outside and go to that pool and get drowned? This is a very sad event for the parents. No parents, nobody deserve to lose their kid. And for all the people online talking about all these negative things, please stop it. It takes nothing. It takes $0 to become kind. To be kind and show kindness and compassion to others, not only to yourself. And then when it comes to the area of spirituality, also it's also involved in this, this tragedy that has befallen Davido and Chioma. There was this pastor that made this prophecy back in January, talking about 2 incidents. There is a T, and then there is a Y. The T happened to be Tuesday. Something like that. It happened yesterday. Talking about Davido's kid. And now the boy is gone. Then there is also the why. And I've also been another part talking about how the video should be very careful for the people that are surrounding him, for the case of poisoning or stuff like that. Sometimes I know Africans, we have gotten to the point where we feel like some pastors and so this lot of spiritual men and women, it's just exhausting because we have the ones that lie a lot more than the ones that actually do good and say what they, what is being translated to them by God or whatever high places that they are worshiping from, or whether low places. So it's hard now to just believe any person that just come to you in the name of the Lord because of the fraud, the fakery and misconception that is going on. But sometimes some things, when someone pronounce it, take it with a pinch of salt and add a little bit of carefulness in whatever you are doing. It's sad for them. It's really, really sad. They're very cute. I remember when they were trying to do photo shoots, the boy was all over the place. This world is active. That is a kid. Kids are like that. I don't know where they get their strength from, but they are always active, like they are always on the move. From the moment a child starts crawling, they are on the run. Walking, they are on the run until they reach that first decade of their life, 10 years of age. Kids are wild. So if you're a mother, please be cautious. Don't employ anybody. When it comes to nanny, overseas here we have young folks, you can be a nanny and all that. You know what you're doing. You know that when you are going to look after a child, anything happen, you go to jail. But in Africa, we tend to be a little bit laggard and just careless about it. Don't employ a young girl as a nanny in Africa. Don't do that. Because we have the social media. And especially you guys are like celebrities, public figures. The video is big, both national and international. The guy is everywhere. And Chioma is also doing very well. Her page is verified. She has influencer deals. She has a channel, do some cooking here and there. So you guys are big. You guys are people like celebrities and high personalities, something like that. When you're looking for a star, you have to look for someone that is more mature in age. Like a mother-like figure. Because the younger generation, with the phone, with the TikTok, the Instagram, the Facebook, the Twitter, they are busy everywhere. I learned they have been arrested by the police, which is good because they need to go and explain what they were doing. That a kid will go past them and go to the pool and then drown. But at the end of the day, even if they got arrested or kept there for years or for the rest of their lifetime, nothing is going to bring that boy back. I just hope that this will be a lesson for them in the future. And then for the people that are talking about Chioma being all over the video, going with him everywhere you go as if she's the bodyguard and everything. I've made a video some time ago, with all this. I have a couple of videos about them, by the way, with Davido, Chioma, Sophia, the lady in London that gave birth also to a boy, allegedly, something like that, and everything that has been going on. I think I talked about that one time, that, there are relationships that are very easy peasy, and there are relationships where the other spouse is clingy. And Chioma turned out to be that kind of a partner that always wants to be around a man at all times. And then if they're planning to get married like next month, I think it's only necessary that they'll be walking around hand in hand going to places. That is why they hire the service of a nanny to look after their kid. The fact that she has a kid does not mean that her whole life should just be stuck at one place. Okay, it's over for her, it's finished. Oh, she's now a mother. She's going to be indoors 24/7. Trust me, it's exhausting. If you ask any mother that is a full-time mother right now, or a full-time housewife with kids, toddlers, they will tell you that if they have their way, they will go for a week or more to just be by themselves. So, for them to just relax. Looking after a child 24/7, it's exhausting. It's it's more than working 9 to 5. That's why I kind of have a lot of respect for women that are, full-time housewife, looking after their kids, doing the morning runs, afternoon meal, looking after the house, making sure no one is hurt. It's a full-time job. Every parent deserves to have a time out. Just you being yourself and just relaxing. So I understand why they have that nanny service. Sometimes you just want to go out on a date or dinner or lunch with your man and leaving your kids at home. It's not like you don't like your kids or you don't love them, but sometimes you just need that me time. Spend time with me, have time with myself or with my girlfriends or with my man and stuff like that. So please be kind. Don't be talking about, oh, she was careless. No, don't do that. And then there are also a set of people on the internet talking about spirituality or sacrifices. The mindset of Africans sometimes, it's annoying. Because you see, people are suffering. All your dirty mind is busy doing is talking about how it has something to do with spirituality or sacrifices. Like, how can you even make that up at this moment? How can you even bring yourself to say something like that? That guy, Davido, has been big. He is a superstar, like he's international, national, everywhere. When you mention his name, people know this guy. So what is the nonsense of talking about, oh, it's a spiritual thing, sacrifice? Like, are you guys okay? That guy don't need to do anything of the sorts. He's already big. Forget about his father. He's big on his own. And if there is one thing, all of my videos, even the videos that I don't agree with the videos on the video, on my channel, with the video on my channel, I always talk about this thing. That guy is a father, is a daddy to his kids. No matter how many kids he has, he's always there for them. From the first to the one in America and Chioma's kid, and now the last month there's something I have that video on my channel that he went to London and a video was out him carrying his child with Larissa. That guy is a real man. He's a great father to all of his kids. He will never hurt them. There is that kind of man that will protect his kids with his life, with everything that he's got inside of him, with every fiber in his vein. So for you guys to even start talking about spirituality and sacrifices, like you guys are just stupid. That guy don't need all of those things. The guy is big. He's Davido. He's the Davido. He's rich, successful. He's the Davido. I'm repeating that word. That is his name. He don't need to go do all those nonsense. If he's a young struggling musician, you guys will start being in that conversation. But this guy is Davido. He is the guy. He's rich, influential, and successful. He don't need that. Even his sister was making a video that I'm just explaining why people think that she should not be working because their father has money. All of them are successful. This is like a family of hard workers, go-getters. So please don't be all this online. I'm going online, TikTok, looking at people that are there sympathizing. And then we have the bunch of fools online talking about Chioma should be blamed because she's always around the video instead of looking after a child. Trust me, every woman need a break from her child or her children. It's exhausting being a mother 24/7. A lot of guys will not understand that because for them you just get up and go. They don't care. They don't know how it feels like to raise a kid or at all the time. Every woman needs a break. So no one should go for that lady and start saying you should have stayed back and no, stop. Just take that thought off your mind. She needs a break. And talking about Davido and sacrifices, stop it. That guy is the Davido. He's rich. You don't need to do all those stupid things to get money. The kid is gone, is gone. nothing is going to heal their wounds. No matter how they come out later, be smiling, they are never going to heal from that pain in their heart. It always, it will always be there, planted inside of them. The pain will be there. And then for the pastor that give the revelation, he also come out and make another video. I just pray that he can lift a prayer for Davido and his family, because sometimes people don't tend to get too spiritual because there are a lot of fake, there are a lot of scam online about pastors and everything. But he is a man of God. He has made a prophecy. It has come to pass. And I pray that he will just pray against the second one, because the prophecy has two significant letters. He has T and Y. Just pray for them. Just pray that God will avert whatever calamity. This one is the greatest pain that they will never forget for the rest of their life. I don't think he can handle another one again. It's heartbreaking to lose a kid. So please, guys, let us all just be kind. If you have anything kind to say, please shut up. It's free. And if you're in your comment section, you want to talk about women should be at home and look after their child 24/7, please don't do that. I will not reply you. I don't have the energy. I'll just delete it. Because you guys don't understand what it feels like. You think dressing your kid and going out and smiling is easy? Do you know how many struggles would have been inside the house? Throwing the socks, kicking the pants off. It's a lot. I hope they heal. I hope they they can feel a little bit better, because nothing can make them feel good after everything that has happened to them. If you're watching my video for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to share. If you're watching my live, thank you for joining this live. If you're watching afterwards, thank you also, and please hit the notification bell so whenever I'm live, you can be able to join me, ask questions in the chat, and let's have a live chat and discuss very crucial and important topics from all around the world, Africa and beyond. My name is Mayama, by the way, and thanks for watching.